Hey folks, Yinzer Bartender back at you again. This is Steve. Remember that video we did a while ago about glassware and wine glassware and so forth? We're going to kind of go through this briefly real quick. And also we just did the video on the proper decanting of wine and also how wine service goes in a restaurant. Well, now we're going to go ahead and do a video on when you're at the restaurant and you're the host of the party and you order the bottle of wine, how to properly taste the wine and not look like a jagoff, because nobody wants to do that, especially when you're entertaining some nice clients, family and friends, or that awesome dinner out with your girlfriend or wife. First thing is, we'll run through the glassware real quick. We have here, sorry I put the bottle down, back in it, we have a 2018 Old Vine Zinfandel from Lodi. It's a F. Stephen Miller vineyard on this. We already decanted the wine. It's been resting nicely. So now whenever you're at the restaurant, proper glassware, really easy. A lot of restaurants, when you go out to dinner, they're going to have a red wine glass and a white wine glass. Typically it's going to be your Bordeaux style glass, which is pretty standard at every restaurant. Also they'll have a smaller glass for your white wines as well. Now, we do have a Zinfandel. I happen to have a Zinfandel glass because I'm just that kind of guy, right? So in the meantime though, real quick, this is going to be your white wine glass, typically going to be used for your Chardonnays, Viogniers, and so forth. Also your Sauvignon Blancs. Anything white can go in this glass, but traditionally this glass is a Chardonnay and a Viognier glass. We're going to move that off to the side. This here is your Pinot Noir glass. Also can be used for Syrah and Shiraz as well. The bulb gives it that nice aeration, the flavor in there as well. Again, we already mentioned your typical traditional Bordeaux glass, which most restaurants, this is going to be their red wine glass. It's very nice. It's excellent. And remember what I said about glasses? It's a vessel. It's going to do the same thing as if you drink out of a solo cup, but it always tastes better out of crystal. But you know what? We'll move that one over. This here is another style of a Bordeaux glass. It's just shaped differently. Also, this is more of a versatile red wine glass because of the shape of it with the deep valley in the bottom coming up. This will be great for this wine. I would not have a problem drinking this wine out of it. I would have a problem drinking this wine out of any of the glasses. But I digress. We're going to move that over. I have here, this is another fun shaped glass. This is Amanda's glass. She liked it. She bought them. That's why she's like, I like those glasses and I'm going to buy it. Guess what? We drink a lot of wine out of this and not necessarily what is meant to be drank out of it. This is going to be your traditional Pinot. This is just a different shape, but it's going to be for Pinot as well as your Shiraz, Syrah. Your little more jammy grapes. Like I said, I could drink this wine out of it, be quite happy. I'm okay with that. But like I said, I happen to have a Zinfandel glass because why not, right? This is my Zinfandel glass. If you look, we're going to compare it to the Bordeaux. The bulb, a little smaller, not as big as this side. This is made by the same wine company, but this is made by the same glass company. These are both Riedels. This is going to be a little more tower forward, not as bulby, a little straight forward to there. A little bit of a thicker stem than this one. It's just a different series, that's all. And you know what? Again, you can drink anything you want out of these, but this happens to be a Zinfandel glass. Proper wine tasting when you're out at a restaurant. After you've approved the bottle and your host goes ahead and asks if you like it decanted, traditionally they're going to pour you a little bit of a taste in there to start with. Since I've already decanted this bottle, we're going to skip that page and come right back to, here we go. My server is going to be pouring a little taste of wine into my glass for me. All you want to do is pour in about an ounce to an ounce and a half. Okay? Now, as the host at the party, there's the way to taste wine, there's the 5 S's of tasting wine. It's going to be sight, by looking at it. Smell, by smelling it. The swirl, when you swirl the wine, you're going to open it up, let that fruit come through, let that flavor come through. Then you're going to go ahead and smell it again. Then you're going to give it a little sip. And then the final S is savor. Savoring that flavor, savoring that taste. Because you know what? This wine, if you had this same bottle tomorrow, it's going to taste different. If you had it yesterday, it's going to taste different than the one today. Because that's just how wine works. It's a living organism. So after you go ahead and you've approved the wine, after you've nodded to your server and he goes ahead and continues with the proper wine service for the rest of your party, you go through and enjoy your wonderful evening and your dinner with your wine. Thank you very much for checking us out here at the Yinzer Bartender. Watch all the rest of our videos on YouTube. Cheers.